Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Night in the Woods. Golly, I think we're up 16. Are we on 16? I think we're on 16, which is just complete insanity. So, if you've made it this far, thank you so much for listening. I really appreciate you. I've gotten a lot of good feedback on this series, and it makes me really happy and warm and fuzzy inside about you guys. So thank you again for those of you who watch my videos and those of you who have made it so far as to reach episode 16. I already said 16. Episode 16 of my Night in the Woods series. I hope that you're enjoying it. So yeah, we're gonna keep going. I get like so excited when it's time to record these because this is getting really exciting. Look, jobs. Weird, like when this was painted, it was like, hey, look out the window. We're all working. Things are great. Now it's like one of the graffiti murals after someone gets shot or hit by a car. This mural is really affecting you. I forget that we live in separate realities. Mine's clearly better. Oh. This is some spooky music playing right now. I like it though. Hey. Closing in 2 hours. Okay, cool. Any idea where the microfiche is? Microfiche? Microfiche. 3rd floor. Okay, thanks. Up, up, up. Time to go. Gotta go to the 3rd floor. Also, they make you walk in slow-mo when you're in the library, which, look, I get it. It's fair. You're not supposed to run in the library or probably jump, but I got things to do. Places to be. I got research to do. Gotta use the microfiche. Looks like someone left something open on this one. It's a resume. Bob Targ, born 1967, 50 years old. Let's see. Experience mining, construction, well drilling. I never think about getting a job when I'm old. Ooh, excuse me. 50's not really old. I mean, you should have money then, right? Ideally. It should be like guaranteed. Should be guaranteed in general. You gonna join my Young Socialist Chatterbox group? Yes, B, I will join your Young Socialist Chatterbox group. What the fuck is this? Holy crap. What? It's Charity Barity. What's Charity Barity? Yeah, thank you, B. What the fuck is Charity Barity? How do you not know Charity Barity? I assume this is like something from school? The school of being 5 frickin' years old? Alright. So this was a thing you liked as a kid? No, I hated Charity Barity. It does look really hateable. It was like... It was like you were kidnapped by a cult, and when they were like brainwashing you, instead of some cult guy with a wavy dagger and a magic mask, that's not... Okay, yeah, go on. Instead of that, it was this effing pink nightmare. You were scared of it? No, I was bored to death. It was talking forever about, like, being kind to others and, like, I don't know, helping an old neighbor do engine repair. That sounds nice. Charity Barity helps old Mr. Plonko fix his hovercraft. Ugh, no, that's the worst part. It always rhymed. Charity Barity, Pink Nightmarity. Charity Barity, I just don't care-ity. Wow. There's more you can talk about it? Jeez, they sure made a lot of these books. I think they're still making them. This one looks pretty old. Charity Barity, Danger Everywhere-ity. That's vague and disconcerting. Could have just kept updating that one book. the microfiche? Did I skip it? Did I not make it to the 3rd floor yet? Maybe this is only the 2nd floor. I gotta ride the elevator again. Going up. Yeah, going up. I see. I just didn't make it to the 3rd floor yet. Alright. Are these supposed to be bookshelves? Oh wow. It's dusty up here. It's old up here. Sure is. Maybe your ghost is up here? Yep, ghost. Or something. Whatever he was, he walked through a chain link fence, or flew over it, or something, while carrying something. Oh, right, well, that's even more impressive. So we're gonna go find this guy, because he took someone, and he's like somehow connected to this thing I've been going through, and that's not good. That all sounded a lot more badass in my head. It's okay, it was fine. I love Bee so much. I wish she was my friend in real life. Here we are, the microfiche. Alright, there she is. Cool. So, I have no idea how to use it. Really? I can't know how to do everything. I'm sorry, but what expertise have you brought to this thus far? The whole thing was my idea. No, your idea was ghost hunting. My idea is to do at least a tiny bit of research on it. If you think it's so stupid, why are you here? Because you're my friend, you asshole. Aww. Ugh. Aw, we friends, Beatrice. Here, let me get this set up. We'll be here all night if your dumbass is in charge. Oh god, this is gonna be something. Alright, so what are we looking for? I want to steer. No. Move! I'm steering! Ow! Jeez, May. I'm sorry. Okay. How do we do this? Step 1, look at the screen. Step 2, move around and look at stuff. Step 3, find ghost. Sure. Do y'all want me to read all this? This seems like a lot to read all of this, and I feel like maybe we'll get to a point where, but no, I want to read all of it though. Alright, this is how it's gonna go. I'm gonna read all of this, and hopefully y'all are okay with that. So we're gonna start here. Well, I kind of want to... There's so much. Alright. I was gonna say we'll go, like, counterclockwise, but maybe we'll, like, go clockwise? What's the furthest one to the top? Okay, we're gonna start here, and we're gonna go clockwise. Kind of, because it's probably not that simple. Progress Springs in Possum Springs. Randolph Stafford, owner of the Bell's Hole Mine Works, has partnered with Samuel Coulson, owner of Coulson Coke Works, Daniel Glick, railroad magnate, and prominent business owner Harrison Schreigeist to make some stunning improvements throughout the town. The four men desire to build a model of progressive living right here in Possum Springs. The old miners' double houses on Elm Street will be torn down and replaced with spacious single homes. A new elementary school will be opened nearby, along with a new state-of-the-art recreation center, courtesy of Arnold Applebaum. This is in addition to the improvements Randall Safford promised the previously striking miners. Oh. This is interesting, but... yeah, not exactly about a ghost. There's been a sighting of the albino groundhog from a very reliable source this time. Edgar Stutter reports that he saw the pure white beast digging near Shade Gap. Mr. Suter has declined to give any more of an exact location and implores his fellow hunters to admire this anomaly from afar and leave him to his business. We cannot agree more with this upstanding citizen and remind townsfolk that if you are interested in seeing an albino creature, to stop by Sudi's barbershop for a peek at an albino raccoon. We're certain this will assist your mind in completing the search for the groundhog. No ghost to be found here. The way you say ghost, it sounds like you don't believe me. Underground gases afflict many. The houses on Large Street have been evacuated after the discovery of gas buildup in the basements was found to have led to hallucinations in scattered members of the households. For the past several weeks, residents have been complaining of family members who began hearing voices or seeing things that were not there. One older woman was found having an animated discussion with an empty chair. When pressed, she calmly explained that she was talking to her sister, who had passed away some 50 years ago. 2 nights ago, the son of Carson Zimmer ran out of the house and leapt into Cooper's Pond 1 mile up the road. A 1 mile up the road. I don't know. Moments before this, the child had been readying for bed and, according to another sibling, became increasingly agitated. The last words he uttered were about some sort of song before he dashed out of the house and into the night where his watery grave awaited him. The last event persuaded residents to request help from officials to see if this related to the St. Leuven's lantern phenomenon, where exposure to specific underground gases leads certain victims to experience waking dreams, auditory hallucinations, and the sense of unseen presences. Preliminary tests indicate that the gas is present in the homes, and mining officials are moving the residents until more tests can be completed. This one? No ghost. I think, yeah. Samuel Coulson has purchased 10 acres of land on the outskirts of Possum Springs. When we inquired as to what Mr. Coulson would use the land for, he would only remark that what was coming here would delight both young and old for years to come. We are very anxious to be delighted. No ghost here. I want to know what that was, though. Alright, this one and then that one, I think. The Stanley T. Possum statue has officially opened to the public, and we have to say we are smitten. For 2 cents, one can enter Stanley, and spend quite a lovely time looking the possum springs of yesteryear in the museum, enjoying some popped corn and fresh lemonade in the snack parlor decorated with Tiffany glass electric lights before heading up a full 10 feet to see the sights of our beloved town through the eyes of the Grand Possum. There is even a beautiful train diorama that will delight both young and old. We predict Stanley T. Possum will be a sight that all passing through our town will desire to behold and will be sure to draw many crowds. Dude, I want to see this statue. Where is that? Strike lumbers on. Oh, well. The strike is now in its 30th day with no end in sight. The bosses have refused to meet with the miners, saying their demands are too fantastical. The miners claim they are only asking the bosses to adhere to safety standards that are already the law. The National Guard was called in after last week's scuffle, and the Coulson Coke Works Union has joined the cause, which has caused an uptick in national press arriving at the site. The women's camp has expanded its services from serving meals to beating any non-union miner from entering the mines. So far, they have been successful in both ventures. Wow. Oh, spectral happenings at Possum Jump. 2 local sweethearts were startled this past Sunday night as they hiked along the wooded overlook known as Possum Jump. According to the Lovebirds, at approximately 11:45 p.m., a figure appeared to walk from the edge of the cliff out into the open air and then disappeared. Forestry workers the next morning were unable to locate any evidence of anyone having leapt from the great height, leaving the exact nature of what the two saw a mystery. A decent hike up into the State Forest Hills, Possum Jump is famous for its beautiful view of the Echo Reservoir. It also holds historical importance as it hosts the lonely graves of several persons involved in the Possum Massacre. Ding ding. Hey, look at this. Yeah. Looks like Possum Jump. Let me read it. It's Possum Jump. Okay, yeah, that's back up in the state park, right? Yeah. Ever been up there? Nope. Gonna check it out, though. Go nuts. Alright, I think I've already... Oh, there's more? Sound off. Opinion line. We would like to remind the men of our town to please refrain from spitting on the sidewalk. This unsanitary habit is unseemly and beneath you. Parents, please be sure your daughters are not participating in the new trend of skirts showing the ankles. I do not think we need to remind you of which road of brimstone this temporary fashion trend will lead your dear daughters down. Jesus Christ. I've been witnessing more and more teenage girls coming into our town on Saturday night unchaperoned, using vulgar slang terms, certainly unfit for me to print here, and blocking the sidewalks by walking arm in arm. They are loud and also flirt with the boys unabashedly while smoking cigarettes. These young ladies need to be stopped before our young ladies get any ideas or our boys fall in love with the wrong girl. Jeez. Young men have been seen around Possum Springs engaging in the ridiculous behavior of wearing mismatched patterns in their suits. This type of outfit may be all the rage in Bright Harbor, but good luck getting any respectable businessman around here to employ you. You all look like rabid clowns. Councilman Puchinskia's plan for Third Street is a joke. What else is there to say? No ghost here. Oh man, I keep hoping that May and B will have something to say about these, but they never do. Ghostly rumors haunt New Historical Society. The Possum Springs Historical Society's conversion of the Schreigeist House into its new headquarters and educational center has hit a snag. Custodial head Jed Newsom has resigned, citing strange occurrences in the old manor. I'd be there after hours doing my work and hear someone walking around trying doorknobs. I came out here to see who was fooling, but there was nobody there, said Newsom. Trying to get this map room operational for all the children all the while, I'm looking over my shoulder expecting to see God knows what. Mr. Newsom had previously requested to work only daylight hours when other staff were present in the building, but even that proved to be too terrifying. I don't go to the off-limits area anymore. I don't go up past the second floor, and then only to go to the office. I know the others laugh, say I'm seeing Little Joe or something, but they can all go spit. Little Joe, for the uninitiated, was a local ghost story popular some years ago. The Possum Springs Historical Society has refused to comment on Mr. Newsom's claims at this time. Hey. Ghost spotted. Historical Society? Yeah, I've never been. You didn't go back in school? I think this was when I wasn't in school. Oh, after the softball incident? Yeah, mostly just watched TV and did therapy. Well, it's actually a pretty cool old house. Used to be owned by one of the mine owners or something. Railroad? Mine? Steel mill? Something like that. An actual haunted house. No. Elementary school kids are there all the time. They have, like, summer arts and crafts programs. Oh, well, still worth checking out. Alright. What else do we got? Alright. We already did this one, so we'll go down to this one, I think. Deep Hollow County mourns. The final group of bodies from the 1888 explosion have been recovered, 2 days shy of the 1-year anniversary of the tragedy. These 5 men bring the total of dead to 112. 2 of the men, Addison Pine and Henry Harvey, were the ones who set off the explosion. Although mine bosses had been informed the gas pockets were present in that section, they elected to not inform Pine and Harvey of the possible danger. The other three bodies belonged to Peter Bledsoe, Christian Stanoff, and Peter Lasha. Peter Lasha's funeral arrangements will be handled by Father Lidditz, as the man's widow has since returned to Hungary with his 2 orphans. No ghost here. Well, I mean, potentially. Events. The last trolley will make its run September 4th. Bernie Goss, the longest employee with 25 years and operator, will pick up passengers starting at the Market Street tunnel entrance and will end at the trolley garage, where light refreshments will be served and a speech will be given by the Congressman Archibald Reed. Twin Club will be meeting at the Stags on Wednesday night at 6 p.m. This month's craft will be knitted hats for the soldiers, along with a potluck. All mothers of twins of any age are welcome. Oh, I was like, wait, why do they have to be a mother of twins? But I get it. We haven't done this one yet, right? No, but we did do this one. So let's do this one. Tragedy at Stafford Mine. An explosion occurred at 6:20 a.m. at the Stafford Mine. All work has ceased while men attempt to rescue any survivors. So far, 3 men have been pulled out alive along with 20 dead. The explosion occurred 10 miles deep in the mine, and only one group of men were able to escape before the elevator's rope snapped and the next group of men plummeted to their death. So far, hopes of finding more survivors is low. A main path to the tunnel caved in due to the explosion, and supervisors are still attempting to piece together exactly where everyone was during the accident. God, this is really sad. This one's next, I think, and it's the only one in this corner, so that's good. Hang on, I'm sorry. All this talking. There we go. Strange But True, A Tale of Teeth. Strange But True is our ongoing series about the weird and forgotten aspects of Deep Hollow County history, culture, published weekly. Bad bosses figure heavily into Possum Springs history, and this morbid tale of crime and secret societies is no exception. The story goes, in 1870, a local mine boss was skimming workers on their pay. A group of miners confronted him while he was in the act. He denied everything with many a slur and punched the miners' leader, Darnell Glace, in the face, causing him to lose his last remaining tooth. Jesus. The miners knew how much Darney's tooth meant to him, and they descended on the boss. A few held the boss down, while others removed all of his teeth with pliers. Jesus. The teeth were passed out to the miners, and a secret society was created. Oh, shit! This is the tooth that I found! That was in the safe! Bruh. Oh my god, this is crazy! Anyway, the teeth were passed out to the miners, and a secret society was created with a vow to protect the workers' interest. Membership was based on owning one of these teeth, and each was marked with a symbol of their choosing. These symbols were used around the coal patch to organize meetings and make announcements. The boss survived his attack, but never named his attackers for fear of implicating himself. When he died a few years later, members dug up his grave to retrieve his skull. It was used in ceremonies performed before going out for retribution. All would gather round, place their teeth into the sockets, and later retrieve their tooth after the retribution was completed. Upon a member's death, their tooth would be passed to a new member. Teeth of members in jail would be left in their sockets until their fates were decided. After the strike of 1889, the society dwindled. Occasionally, a descendant of one of these men will find a tooth with strange markings in their home. Strange but true. I want to know what May has to say about this. Oh, wow. This is gnarly. And awesome. Oh my god. No, she doesn't say anything about it. May, you have one of these teeth. Alright, whatever. Anyway. Time to read this one, I think. Severe violence broke out at the Stafford mine strike today. The bosses arrived to attempt to renew talks and were taunted by some of the children present. Rocks were thrown, and the National Guard and strikebreakers opened fire on the crowd. After a few minutes, the smoke cleared and the gory scene revealed. 9 miners were dead, with a dozen more injured. A young brother and sister were also shot dead as they were delivering a package of food to their father and uncle, who was on strike below when the shooting broke out. The photograph of the 2 children, aged 7 and 9, who were shot in cold blood has circulated far outside our little county. This heinous act led to a personal visit from the governor to the strike site to meet with the strikers. Independent inspectors were also brought in, and talks finally began, 45 days since the start of the strike. The bosses have agreed to comply to the current safety standards and to honor the demands of the miners. New old store in town center. The old Pickaxe hardware store, is set to have its grand opening this Saturday. We received a sneak peek of the store yesterday, and our town will benefit greatly from this new addition. Roy Burge is bringing 25 years of building experience into his new venture and has stocked the shelves with all the nuts, bolts, and nails you would need for any project, plus the latest in tools. Stop by to see the latest trends in everything from handsaws to hammers. Best of luck to Mr. Burge. What? They don't have anything to say about that? This is B's store. How close? Oh, we're almost done, I think. Yeah, kinda. A strike at Stafford Mine has been called. The idea first arose after the memorial for the 1888 explosion victims. Miners gathered in the home of Arthur Borowski. Holy shit! Is that my grandpa? In the home of Arthur Borowski to continue the memorial to their friends, or great-grandpa maybe? They also began recounting all of the promises the bosses had renegade on this past year, including basic safety measures to avoid another explosion. A group of 20 miners entered the mines to begin the strike, and 30 more joined them before morning. All work has been stopped at the mine, and the miners are now striking in 8-hour shifts. Their wives and children have begun to bring food and water for the men. The bosses have stated that the mines are safer than they were a year ago, and that there is no need to act in this manner. May, you don't have anything to say about your grandpa or your great-grandpa? Let's end on the ghost one. Pie piracy. Dear citizens, please make note to keep your pies safe during the pleasant weather we are experiencing. Several ladies have reported pies from their kitchens disappearing at alarming rates. Even worse, the picky culprit is leaving behind only the rhubarb pies. Until this criminal is caught or the bad weather returns, we remind our housewives to make use of their pie safes indoors or stick to rhubarb. Pie safes? What? The Stanley T. Possum statue, known by residents as Posse, is finally slated for demolition. Oh no. Posse closed in 1967, but Richard Colson, son of Samuel, had hopes of refurbishing the statue for new generations. Posse stood silent for close to 60 years, witnessing the beginnings of the demise of the railroad, the mines, and the coke works that ushered in his existence. Teens and other vandals broke into Posse over the years, and climbing up through Posse became a rite of passage for many young people in the area. Residents have been torn over what to do with the beloved but derelict structure. Residents have been torn over what to do with the beloved but derelict structure over the years, but 3 years ago, pressure began mounting to have it torn down. A storm knocked off Posse's ear, and the next year, Ralph Jenkins fell from the staircase and broke both legs. Samantha Colson Glick, daughter of Richard, finally agreed that it was time for Posse to go. The demolition will begin at 12 p.m. on Saturday, and viewing areas will be set up at a safe distance. Rest in peace. Alright, I think this is the last one. I think we have read all the other ones. Yeah. If I missed any of them, I'm sure y'all will let me know. Yeah. As the school children are quick to inform you, Little Ghost Little Joe is at it again. As the school children are quick to inform you, Possum Springs has at least one resident who won't show up on any census survey. Little Joe, purportedly the ghost of Joe Shade, a miner who died in mysterious circumstances some decades ago, is a favorite spook story of the whimsical and weird members of our community. His most recent activities seem to involve getting up out of his coffin in the old section of Possum Springs Cemetery and strolling around, unnerving visitors to the largest graveyard in Deep Hollow County. His grave has become a destination for unruly and often destructive local youths, and as such, Possum Springs City Council is considering erecting an iron gate to protect the historical tombstones that fill the small hollow where Joe Shade lies buried. Police have also stepped up patrol in the area, so be warned, thrill seekers, you may not see a ghost, but you may see a fine for trespassing. Ding ding ding. Ooh, look! Scooch, so I can see. Graveyard? That's a gimme. I mean, if you're looking for ghost stuff, that's where they make a lot of them. Looks like they saw him in the old section. Oh, cool, that's where his grave is. I'm actually interested in that. How could you not be interested? This is like actual dangerous ghost stuff. I like history. Ghosts are history. History that won't stay history. That's actually pretty good. Okay, well, that's like 3 leads. Let's boogie. Let's boogie? Also, is that it? Yes, we did look at all of them. 3 clues. We got 3 leads. You're a regular detective. May Borowski, a detective of ghosts. Alright, let's go. Sorry, I needed a drink after that. That was a lot of reading I just did. Alright, so we've got some leads. Can I borrow your car this week? Do you even have a license? I mean, no, regardless, but do you? Nope. No license, no credit cards, don't believe in money. You just believe in other people's cars and money. I didn't choose to be born into this society. Okay, well, I have, a job, so I can't drive you around all these spots. I can maybe do the graveyard? I need to go there anyway. cool. Let's see if Greg wants to do the other two. You know, like, and I probably don't have to say this, but just because something happened in the past doesn't mean it's going to happen again. Hey, nerd, ever hear that history repeats? It does. It does the same thing over and over again. So we've just been in a loop since we were living in caves? Yeah, that's science. Oh my freaking god. May. May is like... I want to say himbo, but that's not the right word because she's not a himbo. She's just like that level of dumb, though. She's really cute and funny, though. Ahem. What is... Is that Miss Kelsey? Oh, wow. I haven't seen her since graduation. She was always kind of badass. School district did not fund that art program at all. But she made it work. She was like some sort of art teacher survivalist. Wow, I never realized. I think they pay her in bits of string and empty soda cans. Thank you all for coming to this second meeting of the Possum Springs Poetry Society. Do you want to stick around for this? Yeah, I do. Thank you. Tonight we have new poems from myself and Fisherman Jones and Selma Ann Forrester. Oh, Selmers her name is Selma. I will start us off with one of my own. They don't actually pay her in string, right? Yes, May, they literally pay her in string. I was just joking. Right. Letter to my worst student. To my worst student, the subject of my stories, I tell friends back home when they ask about life. Out here in the sticks, it's you. I worry, at the end of my life, you will be the only one I remember. Why did you key my car? I know it was you, Brian. Thanks, everyone. Is that legal? What? Talking about details about students like that? She didn't name names. Yeah, she did! Okay, no full names. Next up, Fisherman Jones. Fisherman Jones has a poem for us. Two poems. They're short, though. 2 poems. Take it away. Hi, folks. Thanks. This is called Tunnel Eels. Tunnel eels, tunnel eels. I do not know how it feels to be in darkness all the time, born in muck and raised in slime. But neither do you know paths I've trudged, so it hardly is your place to judge. Okay, that's one poem. The next one is shorter. This is called Tunnel Frogs. Tunnel frog swims in the dark. Must think it would be a lark to be a fisherman like me. But what do you know, amphibie? That's it. That's great. Thank you, Fisherman Jones. Dude is really worried about what fish think. That tunnel always spooks me. Finally, a poem by Selma Ann Forrester. Yay, Selmers! Thanks, May. You know her? Dude, she's like your neighbor. Oh. She writes these really funny, dorky short poems. I'm up for something short and funny. This is called There's No Reception in Possum Springs. Haha! She's not wrong. No reception here. I wave my black phone in the air like a flare, like a prayer, but no reception. I read on the internet, baby-face boy, billionaire. Phone apps sold, made more money in one day than my family over 100 generations, more than my whole world ever has. World where house buying jobs become rent paying jobs became living with family jobs. Boy billionaires. Money is access. Access to politicians waiting for us to die. Lead in our water, alcohol and painkillers. Replace my job with an app. Replace my dreams of a house and a yard with a couch in the basement. The future is yours. Force 24/7 entrepreneurs. I just want a paycheck and my own life. I'm on the couch in the basement and there in the house and the yard. Some night I will catch a bus out to the West Coast and burn their Silicon City to the ground. Well, that wasn't fun and dorky. Holy shit. Wow, damn. Huh. She rhymed entrepreneur? I don't even know what that word means. Thanks, everyone. Is she always like this? No. Wow. Huh. Thanks, everyone. See you in 2 weeks. Hey, Selmers. What? I liked your weird poem. Thanks, I wrote it myself. Wait, was the assumption that she didn't write it? Nice work, Smelmer. I don't like that nickname. What are you two? Sorry. It's cool. Can we go now? That was pretty good. I like Summer's poem. This game is very, very political, and I probably should have assumed that it would be like that, but it's basically just a visual novel, so I didn't really expect too much out of it at the beginning, but like, man, I really like it. Alright. Okay, thanks for coming. We live here. Right, so, find out anything about your ghost? Yeah. Tell 'em, B. There were some newspaper clippings that talked about a ghost. Not just any ghost, Little Joe. I don't really remember Little Joe. He's a ghost miner. He died in mysterious circumstances. Wow. I know, right? Mysterious. I thought you were, like, afraid of this ghost. Like, filled with dread, filled with, like, dread and shit. I'm terrified. Okay. So, it mentioned 3 different places we can all check out. I have to work. And stuff. Yeah, Greg and I also have to work. You guys skip out on work all the time. Maybe we can, like, split this up. Share custody of you and your ghost. What places were you thinking about? The graveyard? I call that one. It's close and not illegal. Is there an illegal one? Sure is. The Historical Society. You know, you don't have to, like, break in. The people there, like, get paid to show it to you. Anyway, I'm in for the Historical Society. Awesome. So, what did I get stuck with? Possum Jump. Oh, I love when he moves his little ears. I love it so much. I know Possum Jump. We used to go there in Scouts. Perfect. Okay, I need to, like, actually get home and do work. This is gonna be awesome. And also, I'm scared to death. This is great. I'm so excited. I'm so mad that May didn't say anything about her mysterious tooth when we read that about it. Thought, if I die, Selmer should write a poem about it. What else do we have? Anything? Oh no. That's how bad I did on that last one. Rip. Seems like that's it. Yep. Alright, Let's talk to my dad. Ugh. Seems like that's going around. The ugh. Yeppers. So, you and your mom had a bit of a fight yesterday, huh? Yeah. I thought you two were getting along. We are. Just a bump. You two. Always two alike. I guess. I got your chill and her smart assness. I just hate to see you two on the outs again. It'll be fine. We're cool. So we're having money problems? What? No. We're fine. Dad. May. It's fine. It's okay. I'm 20. I can handle it. Nothing to handle. Okay. Might just head up to bed tonight. Sounds good, kid. Been a long couple days. Sad. Did we talk to the bird today? I don't remember. It's been so long. Did we find the tooth this morning? This is what happens when I, film across 2 days. See what everybody has to say. Hey, let me know when you want to hit the cemetery. I should be around most nights this week. IDK. Thanks, B. Don't thank me too hard. I'm going there anyway, and it's right down the road. You're ruining this. Oh, in that case, you are so incredibly welcome, and also you better not forget this big favor. That's more like it. I'm falling asleep. Had fun tonight. Sorry if I was grouchy, it's just someone fell asleep. It's fine. Wait, did you fall asleep? LOL. Yo, I looked up the Historical Society on the internet. It's real old, but then they did big renovations. Oh, really? I mean, listen, I'm not saying there's a ghost, but old stuff that just got torn up seems like Ghost Central. How so? You're a ghost, hanging out in an old house, and then someone puts in a pool where you died or something. Haunted pools would actually be pretty scary. I'm spooked. I'm going to bed. Hey, May. Let me know when you want to go to the park. I looked up a map, and it's a pretty straight shot up to Possum Jump. Okay, great. We never really get a chance to hang out. It'll be fun, I think. Okay, I'm going to sleep. Night, sir. Tip's hat. I love them. Well, I didn't set a timer for this episode. For 2 reasons. 1, because I forgot. That's the main reason. And 2, because... oh, Lord. Someone said in my comment section that they actually really like when my videos are longer. Well, my Night in the Woods videos are longer because... I feel like this game lends itself pretty well to that. So I think from now on I'm going to try and do my recordings so that the video encompasses one entire day. So everything from when May wakes up to when she goes to bed that night. And potentially the dream sequence also. Maybe we'll do wake up to wake up. That way it's a little bit more consistent, because then sometimes there's not a dream sequence, but if there is a dream sequence, then I do it in that video instead of the next video, because that just seems a little bit weird. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to go to bed. If there's a dream sequence, we're going to do it now. If there's not, then I will say goodbye. That doesn't look very comfortable. I know I've seen May fall asleep so many times. I guess she is a cat. Cats sleep in weird ways. Oh, dream sequence it is. Alright. Let's see. Oh my god. This is so cool. Holy moly, dude. Oh no, there's like people floating around. This is so cool though. What do we get first? Tuba? Baritone? It's not tuba, I don't think. Is there anything this way? It doesn't seem like it. It just gets really dark, yeah. This dream is less chaotic. It is underwater though, which is interesting. There's a bunch of people like floating around. I'm trying to figure out if that's like what the intention of that is. That May is drowning, maybe? But, I mean, she seems okay right now. Or that the people around her are drowning. Maybe it doesn't, maybe I'm making it too deep. Although, I don't think so. This game seems to have a lot to say. So, I don't think it's too far-fetched to think that they would be making some sort of comment about the fact that the people in her town are literally drowning. There we go. Oh, there's one. The music sounds, I think, less chaotic from last time. Still kind of chaotic, but seems less so. Need to go this way, I guess. The way the fish look is like absolutely gorgeous though. Oh no. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's like the violin coming in. Oh my gosh. That's amazing. This song has like this version of it. I don't know if it's the same every time. I should probably go back and like watch the other dream sequences back to back and see like if it's the same song or like how it changes each time. But it sounds more melancholy this time. I don't remember where we started. Whoops. Maybe down? Is it this way? Yes. I want to keep listening to this though. Oh my lord. Oh my Lanta. What is that? Oh, it's a big bird. Wowzers. Man. Those dream sequences, dude. They're really, really, really good. What is this music? Huh. That was interesting. just played like during the loading screen. Huh. Alright, anyway. Well, this has been episode 16. 16, y'all, of my Night in the Woods playthrough. I hope you've been enjoying it, and because, I mean, let me tell you, even if y'all weren't enjoying it, I was going to keep playing this game because I am in love with this game. It is, like, got an insane amount of character, and, like, I gush about it at the end of every episode, I feel like, but I can't get enough of it, dude. The writers managed to make each character talk uniquely, and yet they all talk like a normal person. I feel like sometimes games like this try like really hard to make characters and then they don't talk like a normal person would. But every single one of them sounds like how I expect a normal person would talk and react to a certain situation. In fact, this is pretty much encompassed by the fact that literally 9 times out of 10 when something happens on the screen, I react to it the exact same way that May reacts to it like 3 seconds later. So I think like they honestly nailed it with the characters and the music and the story and just all of it. I love this game. So yeah, I have a feeling we're getting close to the end, which is a bummer, but I think that it will be a good experience and I'm really excited to see how this game ends. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. If you made it this far, and even if you haven't, you should click the like button. I really appreciate it when you do. It makes me warm and fuzzy on the inside. Lets me know that you guys like what I do. If you really like my videos, also you should subscribe because then you can see when I post new ones and you can watch them right away and tell me that you like me and give me all the validation that I require. Yeah, so thank you all for watching again. I think I've said thank you like 20 times, but you know what? I really mean it. So thank you all, and I will see you next time. Bye.